Oh, that is so beautiful, Phil. So, so beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, come on, let's get this YouTube post on Facebook here, folks. So we can have as many people as possible joining us for our Sunday celebration of love. And there it is. Oh, good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining in. Thank you for being with us. And we have people coming on to Zoom. We have people on YouTube. We have people on Facebook Live. It is so cool. I love it. Technology, it's amazing. It is truly, truly amazing, especially when it works well. And we come together on a Sunday to celebrate the love that is within us, the love that is all around us, knowing that as we focus our minds in a very pointed direction, then we can create a different reality for ourselves. As we focus our mind on the power of love, that is what is going to show up in our life. We just can't be attached to how it shows up in our life. And this morning, to again just bring us into that beautiful feeling place of love, we have our musician today, Phil Jacobs, who's going to start us off with an oldie and a beautiful, beautiful rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So take it away, Phil.
Thank you, Helen. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday.
Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, yeah. Where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dreamed of once in a lullaby, yeah. I see trees of green, red roses too, and I'll watch them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, I see clouds of white, the brightness of day highlights the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are always on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I see babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll know much more than we will know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, yeah. Where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly in the dream that you dreamed of once in a lullaby. Oh, da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Yes, breathe and exhale. Oh, I don't know what it is, but you know, there are some pieces of music that no matter how many times I hear them, they open my heart and bring tears to my eyes. And thank you, Phil. That was just so beautiful.
You're so welcome, Helen. Thank you for receiving that.
Oh, I feel blessed, and it is such an incredible honor to take music, have music a part of this service, have ritual a part of this service, have our practitioner core a part of this service, and then all the people who watch in all the different platforms, knowing that hearts are opening. And so as I light this candle, I first of all want to acknowledge, you're gonna work. My little beeswax candle here that I knocked off the wick because the last time it was going so, the flame got a little too high, and now, come on, you can do it. Yes, you can. Maybe. I might have to get another candle. I'm going to have to get another candle. But it is in the spirit of lighting the candle that I also wanted to say that I recognize, first and foremost, the light within each one of us, the light within all of the frontline workers that are just so committed to seeing the light in all the people they come across and come in contact with, and show up with that intention of of being love, of being of service to humankind on this earth plane. And that is happening globally. I also want to acknowledge what the different religions teach about love. And in Hinduism, it preaches that one gives up the selfishness in love, not expecting anything in return, and also believes God is love. In Judaism, love among human beings is one of the core commandments. Love your neighbor as yourself. And the commandment stands at the very center of the central book in the Torah. And Buddhism, the basic characteristic of love, according to Buddhism, is the ability to feel compassion for another person, no matter what their circumstances are. And compassion is what would lead to all living beings to live in respect and love. And Buddhist also says that love should always come from the same place as faith. In Christianity, love, agape, is patient and kind. Love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in the wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. And Confucius said, love others as you would love yourself. Judge others as you would judge yourself. Cherish others as you would cherish yourself. And when you wish for others as you wish for yourself, that's when you protect others as you would protect yourself. And when you can say it's true love. And in Islam, Muslims believe that God is so loving that it created its attributes of love as an instinct in us. Hence, true love is part of God's love and is our duty to love one another truly. And without divine love, there can be no human love. And then, of course, Ernest Holmes says, love heals, love forgives, love makes whole. We have within us a power that is greater than anything we shall ever contact in the outer, and a power that can overcome any obstacle in our life and set us free, satisfied, and at peace, healed and prosperous in a new light and a new life. So as we celebrate love this month, let us open our eyes to seeing the love in every person that we meet. And with that, I'm going to invite our practitioner of the day to lead us in affirmative prayer.
Thank you, Helen. Where we all are right now, let's become aware of our breath. Breathing in, pausing, and breathing out. This exchange with the universe, this exchange of love. It's a perfect gift. We get exactly what we need and we give out to the universe exactly what the universe desires. And as we become aware of that gift exchange and being right where we are, right here and right now, I speak and say, there is only God, there is only love, there is only this beautiful energy flowing everywhere at all times, right here and right now, expressing brilliantly and perfectly as each and every one of us. Each and every one of us who is connected here, each and every one of us who is checking out this in the archives, each and every one of us who doesn't even know about Welcome Home yet. Each and every one of us is the perfect expression of divine love, divine light, wanting to rejoice, wanting to be love, express love, live as love. And I'm so grateful that I get to see this and witness it I am so grateful that I am able to be steeped in love as love, being love. I'm so grateful that we are gathered here on this beautiful morning, in this beautiful time right here and now, to share, to learn, to rejoice, to receive exactly what is ours to have and to know. And with this full and grateful heart, I release these words as law, knowing that they are done. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Carrie. And so I'm going to hand it over to Phil for our invocation song.
Thank you, Carrie, and thank you, Helen. Thank you, Carrie, for your wisdom and sharing your gift.
Oh, pirates, yes, they rob I. Sold I to the merchant ship. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. So won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of that can stop the time. How long shall we kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? No, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. So won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of that can stop at the time. How long shall we kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? No, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. So won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption song. All I ever have, redemption song. These songs of freedom, redemption song. These songs of freedom.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Isn't it? I'm going to bring Carrie up. Because Carrie, we are. Doesn't it?
Yes.
Doesn't it just? Aren't you grateful that you know how to love so deeply that you can just free yourself, emancipate yourself from all the suffering?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, how is the theme of love showing up for you in your life this week
Uh,
or
Such
this
a great
month?
question.
Not just this week, this
This
month as
month,
well.
this year, this lifetime,
Lifetime, yeah. All of the above.
all of the above. So I love to have a quote to sort of anchor what I'm experiencing. And when it's love, I go to Rumi.
Mm.
And I found this one. So this sort of encapsulates what I am working on, experiencing, flowing in and out of, and trying to be more in. He says, wherever you are and whatever you do, be in love.
Mm.
And I love the double meaning of the be in love. So on good days, I am open to approaching every relationship, every person, every task as if I were in love, and experimenting in my own life, seeing how that affects what happens around me.
Mhm.
And then it's the reminder to me that I am steeped in love at all times. I am in the essence of love because there is only love. So we walk always through this soup of love, this unseen soup of love. So that's what I am working toward, being more in that place of love. And I nail it every morning in meditation. Oh, I'm so in love in meditation. It's easy. I can drop into my heart. My heart then does all of it with grace and ease, that expansion of love. And I'm just in that space of taking that off of the mat and bringing it into life, bringing it into every relationship, every situation. I'm enjoying the moments where I catch myself falling out of love with the moment or with the other person or with myself. And I'm enjoying that moment of compassion. And so this morning, I was heating up a chocolate croissant, one of my favorite things in the world. And I heated it to the point of burn on the top.
Oh,
So
darn.
I fell out of love for a moment. I'm like, oh, I so did not want that to go that way. And then I was grumble in my head. And then I thought, why not let that go? And maybe it's okay. And maybe it can still be a perfect croissant. And you know what is actually better than I thought it would be? It tasted very good.
Nice work there, Carrie. I really hope my husband's listening to this today. Because sometimes I experience him as falling out of love over simple things. And it's like, you can still stay in love. And it's such a, it's such a small, like in the moment, it's like, no, when you're wanting that chocolate croissant and you know it's going to taste so
Yes,
delicious.
it could
Ooh,
have been perfect.
could have, but it still was perfect.
It still was perfect.
Yes.
It still
Yes.
was perfect. And I love having those moments, those small moments to practice on,
Hmm.
because it makes the bigger moments easier as they come up.
For sure. You build a new baseline, right?
Exactly. So, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking of that for all of us who are in the big and the huge and the small ways, continuing to deal with this pandemic. And
Hmm.
are there ways that we can fall in love with the beingness of what is in this moment, despite the fact that we are in unprecedented times and messages are so conflicting?
Yes. And that is that, we could just go right into my talk right now
Okay,
because
perfect.
we'll just skip the rest because that's exactly what I'm talking about today is that wisdom of presence to drop down into a whole different way of knowing and being. And it takes that consistent work of meditation and prayer and putting it also into action, even if it feels uncomfortable in our body. It's like, I'm going to show up as love, even though, my ego might be screaming at me, don't do it, don't do it. It's like, yep, I'm doing it. And it feels uncomfortable in my body, but it's so worth it.
Yeah, and going through the motions is okay to just,
Mm-hmm.
I know this is the first step back toward love. I know this is the next step back toward love. I'm also so amazingly blessed. I deal with students um, who have developmental issues, intellectual differences, and they just are love. Like they are the honestness of God in all moments, expressing brilliantly, and there's no filter, there's no worry, there's no shame, there's no second thoughts. They just are love. So I get to witness that every day as benchmarks for me.
Well, I would say that also then, Carrie, just shows your mental equivalency for love. Because here you have these beautiful beings showing up as love. You're equal to that. And, that's, again, that's when we can recognize what is showing up is love and that this is what we're equal to, it changes everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Would you like to lead us through? Thank you, first of all, for
You're welcome.
your beautiful words of wisdom, and I always appreciate what you bring on a Sunday, and just how you show up. It's so inspiring.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Thank you. And would you like to lead us through our affirmation this month?
Absolutely. So I'm going to say it once and then I encourage and invite everyone to say it with me. It's an easy one. It is done unto me as I believe. I believe in the power of love. So let's say that together. It is done unto me as I believe. I believe in the power of love.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes. And so it is.
And
And
so
I had this moment, I had this thought of, wouldn't it be cool if on Zoom, because we have a few people on Zoom today, if everybody could speak it all at once and it came through, but it doesn't, right? Because there's always that delay. But I thought, oh my God, that would just be so delightful.
well, the beauty is that when everyone's muted, it's beautiful because all our mouths are
They're moving.
moving away. Thank
Yes,
you.
they are. Thank you, Carrie. And I'm going to hand it over to Phil again to take us through our feature song.
Thank you, Helen, and thank you, Carrie. Beautiful, beautiful words of wisdom. That song, Let It Be. I'm not going to sing that one, but Let It Be. Words of wisdom. It's, in the divine, the wisdom that comes through. So thank you for expressing that, and thank you for showing up with that today. I really am really grateful for that. And speaking with love, this is a song I wrote to myself, and it is all about reminding myself and remembering that I am love.
I am already free. We are already free. You mean the world to me. I hope that you can see my wish is you are free. In all the things you can be. Can you spread your wings and fly? The haters will pass you by and you will be as you will be, flying and being free. So let it be. We are already free, but you don't know it yet. Sometimes we forget who we really are. Some take their lives away only to ease the pain that they can rid themselves in this lifetime. Only we can save the helpless with the brave. Onwards we will go, and greater we will grow. Oh, let it be. We are already free, but we don't know it yet. And sometimes we forget who so let it be. We are already free, but we don't know it yet. And sometimes we forget who we really are, but we don't know it yet. Sometimes we forget who we really are. Oh, you are already free. We are already free. I am already free.
That is the most perfect song as a segue to my talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen.
I love the lyrics. We are already free. We just don't know it yet, or we forget who we really are. And it kind of goes back to what Carrie said in her prayer this morning about people being a part of this community, of really understanding and learning about the truth of their own nature and how powerful each one of us is when we tap into that knowing that of our own internal wisdom. And it's interesting because it's like, well, what if the challenges of the current times are actually offering us an invitation to let go of our ideas of who we thought we were, or who we erroneously believe we are, and to consciously participate with reality in a whole new way, to participate in what is happening in the world right now from a place of knowing that there is this divine order in life right now. It is unfolding perfectly beyond what we can see directly in front of us. And that our capacity as metaphysicians is to go beyond the world of form and to dive deep into a place within ourselves that gives us a very different message. And I know that I can become impatient and want things differently now. And I can be impatient and rush through things and want something done yesterday. But my commitment to myself is to, during this time, is to sit and be and to listen to what is really a voice of love so deeply within me, so deeply within each and every one of us. And that wisdom comes alive in the presence of mystery, because we don't know the end result. Although when our heart is open and sensitive and wholly receptive, it is out of this simple presence and empathy and love and responsiveness that new possibilities are presented to us, not in the outside world, within us. And we have the opportunity during this time to release the old stories that come up from our ego and to develop the character of our soul. And yes, this takes place as an enthusiastic commitment to your spiritual practice. But just think about it. To release the old stories from our ego and to develop and come to know the character of our soul. So what is the point of doing this? And what is the point of creating a spiritual practice? Well, first of all, the psychological function of a spiritual practice and a commitment is to let go of the idea that we have an alternative and we give up the possibility of withdrawing from life. We give up the possibility of feeling resentment and anger towards life. We give up the possibility of staying stuck as a victim and blaming our circumstances. Because we know that our ego always wants to have a backdoor out so that it can continue reacting versus being responsive. So it can continue staying and keeping us in survival mode. And our ego reflects a mentality that always wants to keep an exit open. So it can never come to a place of complete surrender and acceptance of what is now and really allow ourselves to go into a wisdom that is present way beyond the ego. So it is through our commitment of, you know what, I'm going to stay present. I'm here now. I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know about the day after tomorrow. And I don't know about 3 months from now. What I know is I am here now and I have choice. I have choice in how I show up. And so this is how we can surrender to say, yes, this is what is happening right here, right now. And I am going to work with it from the place of love, beauty, justice, peace, joy, wholeness, and equanimity. And I am releasing all attachment to an outcome. So equanimity is the ability to maintain clarity and composure, even in difficult situations. So this is where breath comes in. This is where our spiritual practice comes in. This is where spirit breathing comes in, because it changes our brain function and it allows our parasympathetic nervous system to calm us, to bring us to this place of presence. And I know, like when I start feeling anxious, I go into spirit breath. I'm in that 1, 2, 3 rhythm. And I start to focus my mind on what my intention is versus getting caught up in all the drama and trauma of what's going on. And, you know, our physical movement and meditation are the pathways to equanimity. So I would invite you to make equanimity part of your golden rule, that I'm stepping into this ability that I have by listening to my internal, eternal wisdom and responding versus reacting to my reactions. Because equanimity is a spiritual discipline that allows for flourishing of our own self-confidence, our own focus of our mind, and understanding the power of our mind and what we can tap into and what we choose to focus on. You can't do that if you're all willy-nilly. It's by going into that presence, that calmness, the clarity, and listening to your own intuitive, eternal voice of guidance. So while we're in lockdown, which may seem claustrophobic or restrictive, you can use the time to actually turn into a vast and welcoming space within yourself and come to know yourself in a way that you have never known yourself before, to discover a deep inner liberation of giving over to this eternal presence of this infinite, creative, intuitive energy that breathes us and lives us. You know, I cannot fill my life or myself with outside experiences and make those my check marks for, yeah, I did this, this, and this for when I depart this earth plane. It is my beingness and how I bring myself to life that will be of the most importance. My character, the character of my soul. So for me, considering that I'm such an introvert, haha, okay, now you can all have a really good laugh. Such an extrovert. And I do like to go out and be out and about, and I travel a lot, and I love working with so many different groups of people. Okay, I'm amusing myself that I said introvert. That is too funny. But the funny thing is, and maybe this is my introvert part, is I'm really enjoying this time of being still and being present with myself and contemplating, who am I and what is it that I choose to express? So, and I've also enjoyed the time of baking a lot of Christmas cookies that I have to be careful that I'm not filling up on those as well. But it is for me, because I've been home for these chunks of time, more so than ever, that it's like, okay, so what am I going to do with myself? I'm going to go within. I'm going to go in to that vast space where the inner wisdom resides, and really get to know it and really discern what my character is. Beverly Latenzata is a theologian. She's a contemplative scholar. She's a teacher of new traditions of contemplative wisdom. She wrote the book, The Monk Within, Embracing a Sacred Way of Life. And she said, we empty ourselves to let the divine flood us with love. We are empty so we may be full. I'm going to say it again because it's such a beautiful quote. We empty ourselves to let the divine flood us with love. We are empty so we may be full. And it seems like one of the toughest lessons for us is to understand that the learning and the experiencing in the outside world is not the same as our own internal wisdom, the intuitive knowing of our beingness. Even sincere spiritual seekers, like all of us, and I'll include myself in this, resist this truth, becoming full of all the information. Oh my God, I'm an information junkie. In the world does not itself accumulate into wisdom. Yeah. Ooh. So all that information that's going on in the world, and like what Carrie said, all the different information that's going on in the world, because we're so able to tap into many, many sources, that doesn't accumulate into our internal wisdom, because the wisdom is not the gathering of more facts and information. Rather, wisdom is a different way of seeing and knowing. Nothing new, no perspective, no experience, no love can even come to us when we're just full of ourselves and our agendas and our points of view. So to take the time, as we have it, we've been gifted this time. We can see it as a curse or we can see it as a blessing. And I'm choosing to see it as a blessing, this time for self-emptying, becoming present to what is, and to really tap into what my own authentic spirituality is. Because when we let go and we empty the attachments It is a breaking down of our self-identity that we tend to hold on to, you know, all of our demands and our ego struggles. And when we can let that go, when we can just let go of the ego. It's like what James Mellon says, I know nothing. Now, what can I know? And as we open ourselves up to being where all the doors and the windows of the soul are thrown open, they're thrown back to just receive all that knowing within us, all the eternal wisdom that lies within us. And since we do live in a body, we will always have these elements of personality traits. So the self-emptying is not just a state, here I am. It is a continual, lifelong practice of letting go, the practice of detachment, so that we can experience this fluidity of presence that is deeper than our ego structure. And we tap into our own internal voice of wisdom that gives us the freedom to be present with what is and to respond from a place of equanimity. So this time, I just invite you to become present, to know and see yourself rightfully and truthfully, and keep your heart open, your mind open, versus drawing conclusions and living and filling your body versus with wisdom, instead of, departing from your body and living just up in your head trying to figure it all out. And that's probably the most difficult thing to do, is to stay in our bodies and allow ourselves to really land in our bodies, give ourselves permission to live in our body as we tap into this eternal wisdom. So, it's so interesting that I'm taking, I am doing some things. I'm not just sitting around, and I'm not just baking cookies, but I am taking this Advanced Consciousness Studies course. And on Thursday night, we were discussing reincarnation from a quantum perspective. And it's like, where does the energy go? Once we leave our bodies, where does it go? How is it reincarnated? Amit Goswami says, it is wise to give up the idea that you are the hero of your storyline and come back to continue your storyline. And by the way, would you really want to? Because by the time you die, your storyline, it's played out. You are in a new incarnation with a clean slate, because nobody wants to be born and carry the burden of a tired storyline. However, what we do take with us is what's behind the storyline, and that is our character. So again, think about what is that character that you want to take with you, the attributes of your own wisdom and peace, joy, prosperity, love, kindness, equanimity, your creativity. Because I don't want to be taking any of my old miserable character traits. I want to take all those beautiful, beautiful moments of knowing and remembering who I am. That I am this infinite creative source of wisdom and love. And so this is what self-healing means. It's your commitment to your spiritual practice to reveal all this wisdom within you, provided to us by this pandemic that we're in and the lockdown we're experiencing. We are provided with this divine opportunity to go within. Ernest Holmes says, well said, because he's passed on into a new incarnation, that's for sure. We must first clearly clarify our own vision then we shall become as lights, lighting the way for others. Can we give that which we do not possess? To suppose so is hypocrisy, a thing to be shunned. We cannot see reality until our eyes are open and until the light of the eternal truth that is struck deeply into our own souls shines through. So take this time of light as we move into the winter solstice tomorrow as well. And this time to go within and connect to your own beautiful light, to listen to that eternal wisdom and the rhythm of love, the rhythm of peace, the rhythm of wholeness and healing that is all there waiting to be tapped into. The great Dominican mystic, Meister Eckhart, said, God is not found in the soul by adding anything, but by a process of subtraction. So I invite you to release your storyline, open your mind, your heart and soul to the eternal wisdom that lies within, waiting to be unleashed in your body and your mind. And my, what a wonderful holiday gift you can give to yourself and give to the world. And this is what we as metaphysicians, understanding that we go beyond the physical, this is ours to do. And so, bless you and thank you. Thank you for being on this journey. Thank you for your willingness to do your work. Thank you for your willingness to show up at 8 a.m. Monday to Friday on Zoom with me and breathe and breathe this beautiful spirit breath that we do together as a community. And know that I wish you such a blessed holiday season, and I send you much love and much light. Namaste, everyone. Thank you. I am going to bring up our, share my screen and bring up our, come on. Oh, you're going to go this way. All right. Not quite what I was expecting. I'm going to do this. There we go. Oh, it's because I'm still in advanced from meditation, from sharing music. Here we go. All right. So, I just want to review our mission statement, which is supporting people in exploring their spiritual intelligence using new thought principles and philosophy to transform their lives. And we do this through classes, meditation, prayer, music, community events. Oh, I can't wait for some of the community events coming up. And our Sunday celebration of love. Our vision statement is love only, forgive everything. Remember who I am. And again, our affirmation, it is done unto me as I believe. I believe in the power of love. And then we get to our divine giving affirmation, which we can all say together. Divine love flows through me. It blesses and multiplies all that I have, all I give and all I receive. I am richly blessed, creating a greater and greater flow of abundance. And so it is. And remember that our tithe this month is going to this little guy here up on the screen as part of the Casa Guatemala sponsorship program. We are sponsoring his well-being. And yes, Carrie's she's applauding because she's been to Casa Guatemala and seen the beautiful, beautiful work that they do. So please do send in your tithe this month. And if you would like to send in an extra tithe this month in the spirit of giving, we greatly receive it. And you can do that at welcomeometoronto.com or send an e-transfer to admin@welcomeometoronto.com. Okay, so yes, our meditation classes continue Monday through Friday on Zoom at 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. Please join us for meditation. Oh, except for Christmas Day. I won't be doing meditation on Friday. And our Candlelight Prayer Circle on Zoom today at 12:30. Please join us for prayer with our practitioners, and Phil is going to do some chanting and singing. It's a good idea to wear headphones if you can. You get a much better sound. And if you have a candle to light, I have to get a new candle, then please do so. And then our home group book club, hosted by Judy and Margaret Ann, their meet and greet is on Monday, December 29th. All of the links are in the newsletter, and they are on our calendar on our website. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the first page of our website, you will see all the calendar events, and you can go there and click on Zoom as well. Now, Sunday, January 30th. No, January 3rd. Sunday, January 3rd, 2021. We are going to have usually we have a fire bowl ceremony. We're having a dissolving bowl ceremony. It's special paper that dissolves in water. And this is where you get to release your, whatever it is you want to release from 2020. And again, dissolve into that atmosphere of infinite, creative, loving, intelligent energy, your intentions for 2021. All the practitioners are going, what? Didn't know about that. Yep, now you do. Haha. Community Care Circle, Margaret Ann and Tasha and Linda will be calling people to just check in, see how you're doing, and ask you if you would like to be part of a circle where you give a call or a text or send an email to someone, but also receive one. And it's social. It's keeping community connected. So you can connect with Linda Visosky if you'd like more information on that. And those ladies will be checking in with you as well. Women's Circle starts in January. The first Saturday or second Saturday? It is, I think, the second Saturday in January. It is we're just going to eat, we're going to pray, we're going to love each other up on a Saturday morning. So all ladies welcome. Sorry, guys. Got to get someone to start a men's circle. And then thank you. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, all of you. Welcome home, community, and we wish you a very, very happy holiday. And with that, Phil has a beautiful carol to take us out with.
Thank you, Helen. So many wonderful things happening at Welcome Home. Wow. It's very exciting. I'm excited for 2021.
Me too. And I didn't even get to some of the really fun social things we're going to do.
Amazing. I love it. And let the 2020 go. So I'm gonna just be transparent here. It's a classic carol, "O Holy Night," but I've adapted this version to the oneness and the we-ness of all of us.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of my dear Savior's birth. Lonely my world, in sin and error pining, till I appeared my soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, my weary world rejoices. For yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on my knees and hear my angels' voices all night divine, all night when I was born, all night, all night divine. Led by a light of faith serenely beaming, with glowing hearts by our cradles we stand. So led by a light of a star sweetly gleaming, here come the wise ones from far off lands. The all-powerful lay thus in lowly places in all our trials, born to be a friend. We know our needs, to our weakness we are no strangers. Behold yourself before each other. Behold yourself, beloved itself before each other. Truly we teach us to love one another. Our law is love and our message is peace. The chains we shall break, for the darkness is one another, and in our names all oppression shall cease. The sweet songs of joy in grateful chorus we raise. Let all within us praise our holy grace. We have the power to free ourselves, so praise we. We come together now and forevermore. We come together now and forevermore. We come together now and forevermore.
Wow, those words, those are like true metaphysical words. I just love that version. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful, beautiful holiday, Phil. Well, I'm going to see you at 12:30.
We'll see you in a minute. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll see all of you at 12:30. Many, many blessings.
Aw.
Bye for now.